program at 11 or so, and then we'll invite you to talk, and you keep talking because
Okay,
we'll
ma'am.
be recording. But
Okay, ma'am.
I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Sharma. Dr. Sharma is our director. Dr. Sharma,
Okay.
Varsha is here.
Hello, sir.
Welcome, Varsa. Welcome, Varsa.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to see you that you will be interacting with your fellow students.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the
Uh,
opportunity.
Good.
गुड मॉर्निंग
राजेश
सर।
जी, आज तो आप गुड मॉर्निंग। आज तो हम देख पा रहे हैं, आपको सुन भी पा रहे हैं।
सर वो सिस्टम में ना वो थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है, तो उस पे ऑडियो हम ऑन करके नहीं रखते हैं क्योंकि लाइव करना होता है ना उससे। सर मेरे ना आपके यहाँ लाइट बहुत जा रही है, मेरे यहाँ भी लाइट बहुत जा रही है, तो रिकॉर्डिंग रख लीजिएगा। अगर किसी वजह से प्रॉब्लम हुई तो बाद में हम रिकॉर्डिंग ही उसको शेयर कर देंगे सर।
नहीं, हमने किया है अरेंजमेंट उसके लिए, और वर्षा को भी हम कहेंगे अगर हम सब आउट हो जाए देन यू कंटिन्यू
जी,
बिकॉज यू आर फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पॉइंट, तो यू कंटिन्यू योर टॉक
Okay,
डिस्कशन।
sir. Yes, sir.
होपफुली सब कुछ ठीक रहेगा।
Yes, sir.
स्टिल अगर ऐसा हो जाए तो देन यू कंटिन्यू प्लीज।
Okay,
ओके
sir.
सर।
ममता, आई थिंक वी कैन स्टार्ट नाउ।
Yeah. Am I audible?
यस।
Good morning and welcome to today's session on government support for startups. Know the way to help your business. As you know, the NCID is organizing a weekly 1-hour Facebook Live and YouTube Live session on innovation, entrepreneurship, and startup for IGNOU students and faculty, covering different topics of common interest. The program aims at encouraging and motivating IGNOU students towards innovation, entrepreneurship, and startup. The 26th session in this series, titled Government Support for Startups, Know the Way to Help Your Business, is being organized today. To deliberate on this topic, we have with us today Ms. Varsha Jaiswal, who is our resource person today. Ms. Jaiswal is a research scholar who is pursuing her PhD degree in commerce from the School of Management Studies, IGNOU. Ms. Varsha is a bright scholar who has qualified the National Eligibility Test and received Junior Research Fellowship from the University Grants Commission. Her special area of interest is entrepreneurship. She has presented research papers in national conferences and published research papers in peer-reviewed journals under different themes of entrepreneurship, women entrepreneurship, MSME, and e-business. She has also assisted in designing of the course material on subjects like marketing and entrepreneurship for Commerce Department, School of Management Studies, IGNOU. I welcome you, Ms. Varsha.
Thank you, ma'am.
We also have with us Dr. Om Prakash Sharma, Director, NCIDE. Before I invite Ms. Varsha, I will request Dr. Sharma to say a few words, please. Dr. Sharma.
Thank you, Dr. Momita. Good morning to all of you. And I also welcome Varsha Jaiswal for this session on Facebook Live on Innovation in Startup. And today's session, which Dr. Momita has mentioned, is related to the government supports for startups. For last several weeks, we have been talking about the concept of innovation, entrepreneurship, issues of IPRs also we have covered. Several other related aspects we have covered, and always we have noticed that our students are worried about how to get that funding support, what government can do for us, what other agencies can do for us. This is very important for all those students who are willing to do something in the field of entrepreneurship startup. In this context, I think today's session will be very important because Varsha will be talking about different government schemes and how that funding can be taken from different sources for this startup purpose. Varsha, you can talk in Hindi as well as in English. This can be bilingual, in which whatever you are comfortable, and because our students are also from all over the country, so जो आपको ठीक लगे, आप हिंदी में बात करना चाहें, इंग्लिश में मिक्स करना चाहते हैं, आई थिंक बाइलिंगुअल विल बी गुड, क्योंकि उसमें सभी तरीके के स्टूडेंट्स को फायदा हो जाएगा। दोज हु आर इन फ्रॉम इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग एरियाज, दे उनके लिए अच्छा रहेगा, और जो हिंदी बेल्ट के हैं अदरवाइज हैं उनके लिए भी बाइलिंगुअल यूज करेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा। और स्कीम्स के बारे में तो आप बताएंगे, और थोड़ा सा ये भी बताइएगा कि उनका स्कीम्स तक पहुंचने के लिए उनको क्या क्या विशेष ध्यान रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स आर अवेलेबल, लेकिन अगर उनको हमें बेनिफिट लेना है तो वो किस तरीके से, क्या हमारा अप्रोच होने चाहिए, क्या हमारा प्रोसेस होना चाहिए, वो सारा अगर आप बताएंगे तो और अच्छा रहेगा। सो विदाउट टेकिंग मच टाइम, आई वंस अगेन वेलकम यू and welcome all the participants who have joined us through YouTube, Facebook, as well as through Google Meet. Thank you very much, Dr. Momita. It is over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. Now I invite Ms. Varsha Jaiswal to take today's session on the topic Government Support for Startups. Know the way to help your business. Varsha, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Sharma and Dr. Momita and the NCID team, IGNU, for inviting me to this session. It's a pleasure to be here. Hello, learners. As we are already aware that today's topic for the discussion is government support for startups. Know the way to help your business, where I will try to make the students aware with the government schemes, initiatives, and policies which aims at nurturing, protecting, and encouraging the budding entrepreneurs like you for the betterment of the Indian economy. And all these information will be shared with you in the upcoming slides. And just give me a minute to share my screen with you. Yeah. Um, can you confirm, are the PPTs visible?
Yes, it is visible. Just put it on slideshow mode.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All good. Thank you, sir. So before coming to the slides, I would like to give you a brief introduction on today's topic. As you all are aware that nowadays the term startup has become very, very popular, not only in India, but around all the corners of the world. And in fact, Indian startup ecosystem is the third largest ecosystem in the world. और इंडिया का स्टार्टअप ecosystem is very important and vibrant because of many reasons, and listing some of them, as we know that in India we have the largest youth population, and the government has also emphasized that job cannot be created for each and everyone, but there is a much scope for everyone for self employment, and that is why the government is encouraging people to start their own business. And the startup ecosystem is also important in terms of providing innovative solution for solving consumer problems. As हम जानते हैं कि जैसे पेटीएम, नाइका, बिग बास्केट, जोमैटो, ये सारी कंपनीज कुछ ही सालों में अपने इनोवेटिव ऑफरिंग्स के मदद से काफी आगे आ गई हैं, और वर्ल्ड रिकॉग्निशन इन्होंने प्राप्त किया है. And last but not the least, the Indian startup ecosystem not only create products for the domestic use or for the domestic market, but in the times of COVID, we have seen that how the Indian small business have supplied or exported products to the rest of the countries. So because of all these reasons, startups are being highly encouraged by the government in all the countries of the world. And in India also, the mission is there, the Startup India mission is there to build a robust startup ecosystem that is conducive for the growth of startups. हम रोज ही न्यूज़पेपर्स और सोशल मीडिया पर पढ़ते हैं कि कैसे गवर्नमेंट स्टार्टअप्स को एम्पावर करने के लिए, इनोवेशन और टेक्नोलॉजी को प्रमोट करने के लिए न्यू स्कीम्स और इनिशिएटिव्स लॉन्च कर रही है. And the government launch of Startup India initiative has given a kickstart to this system way back in 2016. And now to boost it, many more schemes are being launched. And the government has also created dedicated departments to help and promote new businesses. And because of all these factors, more and more people are setting up new startups. And the like in the time of COVID, the government has released the Atmanirbhar Bharat package or the Atmanirbhar Bharat mission to make India self-reliant. And the government is emphasizing that to succeed in this mission and to succeed in other missions like the Make in India vision, the core foundation is based on the success of these startups on the micro, small, and medium enterprises. So the government have launched several unique government schemes and programs designed to empower startups in India. And now through these slides, we are going to discuss about them in details. So coming to our slides, the first question arises that why the startups need support. The support system becomes a must because plenty of new companies are rising these days. But as we have read in various reports, that only few of them are able to succeed and turn profitable in the long run. A recent IBM study also found that 90% of the Indian startups fail within the first 5 years of inception. Thus, the road ahead is not so easy. The reasons may be the challenges faced in financial, marketing, mentoring, legal, planning, or some kind poor generation revenue um, model. So, if you want your startup to be counted in the list of successful entities, you need to have access to the key ingredients. Now, what are the key ingredients? The most important ingredients for any startup to succeed are access to great ideas, access to talent, access to customer and capital. It's not necessary कि अगर एक person के पास excellent business idea है तो उसके पास human resources भी होंगे, financial access भी होगा या उसके पास great marketing strategies होंगी. In this situation, if he or she needs support, that support is provided by the external organization of the startup ecosystem, among whom the government play a very crucial role, because the government not only provide the resource support, but it also provides the regulatory support. Now, government support for startups. So let us have a quick glance at what kind of supports are given by the government of India to startups for their growth and development. The government of India give recognition to startups. There's a Startup India initiative. The government also provide resource support. There are also government schemes by the ministries who are working under the aegis of the government of India. There's Startup India Seed Fund Scheme, the State Startup Ranking, the National State Startup Award, the Startup India Showcase. These are some of the ways through which government is working to make the environment conducive for startups. Now, coming to the first initiative, that is the DPIIT recognition for startups. The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in India is giving recognition to the startup, which is very beneficial for your startup, as the process is very simple and free of cost. And the major benefit of this recognition is that the only startups which are being recognized can avail these schemes or the offers which are given by the government under the Startup India initiative. And till now, total of 61,421 startups are being recognized by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. That now coming that which entities can apply for these recognition. So there's no universal definition of the term startup anywhere. And in our country, startups have been defined under the Startup India initiative, which is a flagship initiative of the government of India launched in 2016 to develop a strong startup ecosystem. In India, for the purpose of government scheme and these conditions, are only for the purpose of government schemes. It's not like कि यही entities को startup बोलते हैं, but if your entity satisfy these conditions, you may get it recognized, and the getting recognition is completely voluntary. But if you want to avail the benefits and the scheme, it is important for you or compulsory for you to get the recognition. So if your entity is incorporated as a private limited company or registered as a partnership firm or a limited liability partnership, you can apply for the startup recognition, and the enterprise should be 10 years from the date of its incorporation and registration. And if the turnover of your enterprise does not exceed 100 crore in any of the financial year since incorporation, then you can apply for the recognition. And the fourth criteria is that the startup should work toward innovation, and develop a product or service which is innovative in nature. So if your entity satisfies these conditions, you can apply for the DPIIT recognition, and this recognition will help you in availing the benefits and the other schemes which the government is offering to the startups. Now, what is the process of recognition of an eligible entity as a startup? For getting recognition, you have to file an online application, which you can file through the mobile app or the portal, which is set by the Department for Trade of Internal Department for Promotion for Industry and Internal Trade. And this application should be accompanied by the registration or the incorporation certificate. And also you have to give a brief summary or a brief profile of your business, that what is your business model, what are the products and services offered. And the DPIIT, after making the necessary inquiries, may recognize your startup or may reject your application if there are valid reasons. And after your successful recognition by DPIIT, the startup entity will be provided a recognition number, which will be DIPP followed by 4 unique number. And when your startup has been recognized, you can apply for the other schemes and initiatives under the Startup India initiative. So coming to Startup India initiative, and what are the different schemes available for the startup under this initiative? So to nurture the innovation and entrepreneurship in the country, Startup India was launched by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi on 16 January 2016 to build a self-reliant India. Under this initiative, a 19-point action plan was made, and this action plan was divided under 3 categories or under 3 major areas, which were simplification and handholding, funding support and incentives, and industry academia partnership and incubation. So simplification and hand होल्डिंग इन स्कीम्स के थ्रू स्टार्टअप के रेगुलेटरी बर्डन को कम करने की कोशिश की गई है, सो दैट स्टार्टअप इजीली अपने कोर बिजनेस पे फोकस कर सके. And the funding support and incentives are provided, that as we know that finance is the lifeblood of business, and startups being risky and new ventures, banks are hesitant in providing loans to them, and they also lack finance support. So funding support and incentives is provided by the government for the growth and development of startups. And industry academia partnership and incubation schemes or initiatives are being launched to develop an university or industry linkage, and to promote research and development, to promote or develop innovative skills, and to provide mentorship support to the startups. Now, what are the different initiatives under the three following areas, key areas? Now, let us discuss about them. The first is the self-certification. Startups are allowed to self-certify for 6 major labor laws and 3 environmental laws through a simple online procedure. Like when a business is formed, you have to comply with various legal formalities, with various labor laws and the environmental laws. But for the ease of doing business of startups, the government has exempted or given self-certification, given them a self-certification way to certify for these 6 labor laws and the environmental laws. And in case of the labors and these laws, no inspection will be conducted for a period of 5 years, and startups will be inspected only when verifiable complaint or some violation has been done by them. So the registration process is very simple. All you have to do for the labor laws and the environmental laws, you have to go on the Sharam Suvidha portal of the Ministry of Labor and Employment, and then there you have to register yourself, and you have to mention that your establishment is a startup, and you have to follow that. By following the instructions, you can self certify your startup. The other initiatives were the Startup India Hub and rolling out of a mobile app and portal. This hub and a portal are created to create a single point of contact for the entire startup ecosystem and to enable knowledge exchange and access to funding. The portal or the apps or the platforms for startups to connect and collaborate with other ecosystem partners. This hub you can see here that this is a Startup India portal which has been launched under the Startup India initiative. There are different tabs like about, resources, networks, schemes and policies, programs. All the informations are available here. By clicking on the tab, you will get every resource which is required for a startup. You can access to the schemes and policies. You can also get the list of the incubators, accelerators, or the mentors who are available in your particular sector or industry and can connect to them. Then the third support was given, that a legal support for the IPR. As we know that startups are innovative companies, and to protect their innovation, or to protect a panel of facilitators to assist in filing the intellectual property applications, um, will be was given by the Government of India. The Controller General of Patent Designs and Trademark and the facilitators will be responsible for providing general advisory on different intellectual property as well as information on protecting and promoting intellectual property in other countries. In under this scheme, the central government shall bear the entire fees of the facilitators for any number of patent, trademarks, or design you may file, and all you have to do is you have to reach out to an appropriate facilitator, and the list of the facilitator is also available on the Startup India portal. You can check the list, and depending on your desired sector and the jurisdiction of the facilitator, you can go to them, and they will advise you on the different intellectual property rights, and while filing of the patent or the trademark, the fees will be borne by the central government. So this IPR scheme is also available for the startups to promote and motivate them to file to protect their innovation. Then relaxed norms for public procurement. The government will exempt for the public procurement or for the procurement by the government. The government shall exempt startup in the manufacturing sector from the criteria of prior experience or turnover. And the recognized startups are also being exempted from submitting a bid security while filing for government tenders. As we know that startup new entities होते हैं, so generally they don't have access to the market easily. So what they can do is they can register themselves on the government e-market platform, which is an online procurement platform, and they can sell their products and services to the government departments. And under this उनको कोई prior experience की जरूरत नहीं है, prior turnover criteria की जरूरत नहीं है, और उन्हें एक security amount submit करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. So to promote and to give market accessibility to the startups, the government has launched this public procurement relaxed norm schemes. And then there are also faster, easy exit for the startups. As we know that majority of these startups fail in the first few years of their inception. So keeping this view in mind, the government has framed policies or to simplify the exit procedure for the startups, कि स्टार्टअप इजिली अपने बिजनेस को शट डाउन कर सके और वो कैपिटल और रिसोर्सेज को किसी प्रोडक्टिव एवेन्यू में जल्द से जल्द और इजिली रीएलोकेट कर सके. Now, these were the simplification and hand-holding supports provided by the government. Now coming to the funding supports and incentives. Like government is also providing funding support to the startups for their growth and development. And under this initiative, a SIDBI Fund of Funds scheme has been launched by the government. Under the SIDBI Fund of Funds scheme, the fund was set to 10,000 crore scheme. A 10,000 crore fund has been approved by the cabinet, and which is established by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. And but the thing is that the fund under the fund of fund scheme, SIDBI directly does not invest in the startup, but the capital, it invest indirectly through the alternate investment funds known as AIFs, which are registered with Security Exchange Board of India. You can get by going to the portal of SIDBI, you can get the list of the alternate investment funds, and you, according to your sector or your product or service you deal in, you can connect to these AIFs and submit your proposal or submit your application for the funds. Then the government also gives tax exemption on capital gain. As we know that startups are very risky in nature, and that is why वो easily investment को initial stages में attract नहीं कर पाते हैं. So with this objective, to promote investment into startups, government has given exemption on the capital gains to the investors. Now, the government is also giving tax exemption under Section 80 IAC. In the first 3 years, the startups enjoy a tax holiday. And to avail this facility, again, you have to be registered with the DPIIT, and you have to file an application under Section 80 IAC exemption application form. You have to provide the documents like you have to provide the registration documents, memorandum of association if you are a partnership firm, the board resolution, as well as the annual accounts of the last 3 financial year or income tax return of the last 3 financial year. And after submitting these documents along with the application, if you get clearance from the board or the authority, you can avail a tax holiday for 3 consecutive financial years. Now, the startups also enjoy tax exemption on investment above fair market value under by exception from Section 56. A startup company receives where a startup company receives any kind of consideration for the issue of shares which exceeds the fair market value. Such consideration is taxable under the head of income from. But for the startups, the government is giving them some relaxation and benefit. They are exempted from Section 56 of the Income Tax Act, and up to a limit of 25 crore. And all you have to do, again, you have to register your startup as under the DPIIT and get the recognition. And then along with the basic information, contact details, declaration form, you have to submit your application, a Section 56 exemption application, which is available at the Startup India portal. Now, under the Industry Academia partnership, there are also some initiatives to promote the growth and development of startups. The government is organizing Startup Fest for showcasing innovation and providing a collaborative platform. These fests are organized to give recognition to these startups. And if you participate in these fests, which is being given in the form of grand challenges, workshops, and events, which is organized by the DPIIT, you will be able not only to get recognition, but you can attract more business, you can make networking, you will get financial support also if you win in any of the challenges. And your enterprise will also serve as a role model, because you are earning when you are winning some kind of challenges or the events which are organized by DPIIT. Like, you can access to these information by going through on the Startup India program program section under the on the Startup India portal. Like you can see that there are different tabs of challenges, incubator program, accelerator programs, events, workshop, and other programs. Um, all the program list is available here, and you can apply for any of the program. Like the recent program is the Maker Mela, which is Asia largest platform for makers, and it is being organized um, on 21st to 23rd January 2020. एप्लीकेशन इसके लिए अब क्लोज हो गए हैं. 31st December तक ही एप्लीकेशन ओपन थे. बट इन नियर फ्यूचर यू कैन गो थ्रू दिस सेक्शन एंड यू कैन हैव अ लुक कि कौन कौन से इवेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज किए जा रहे हैं गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा, एंड यू कैन अप्लाई टू पार्टिसिपेट इन दीज इवेंट्स एंड challenges. Then the Atal Innovation Mission have two core functions: to promote entrepreneurship and to promote innovation. This mission not only support and under the Atal Innovation Mission, the government not only support the present entrepreneurs, but it also aims at promoting the future entrepreneurs, like the school student. It has programs for to promote innovation in among school students as well, through establishment of Atal Tinkering Lab to foster an innovative model, um, innovative mindset among the students. And recently, the ATL Marathon um, is being conducted. It is a challenge which is being given to schools, जहाँ पे schools को अपनी choice की कोई भी community problem को identify करना है and उसका एक innovative solution provide करना है. जब लास्ट एडिशन हुआ था इस मैराथन के, तो उसमें मोर देन 7,000 एप्लीकेशंस आए थे, एंड द टॉप 300 ऑफ देम हैव गिवन इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटीज with top companies of India, and उनको prizes and certificates and funding support भी दिया गया था नीति आयोग के द्वारा. एंड 2020 में जो recent ATL मैराथन जो फिर से कंडक्ट हो रहा है, उसकी एप्लीकेशन डेट्स अभी भी ओपन है, and you can apply there till 6th, and the schools can apply there till 6th March 2022. And the mission aims at not supporting or developing innovative mindset among these students. And through Atal Innovation Mission, the government is also aims to establish in new incubation centers and also reviving of established incubation centers. Then there is also private sector expertise for incubator sector setup, building innovative centers and national institute, setting up of 7 new research parks modeled to the research park set up at the IIT Madras. बायोटेक्नोलॉजी सेक्टर्स के लिए अलग से कुछ स्टार्टअप प्रमोट करने के लिए इंक्यूबेशन स्कीम्स हैं. All these aims to provide incubation support from the government, aims to provide hand holding and funding support to the startups. You can get enrolled in the incubation centers. You can give your proposals to them and get enrolled under them and get the necessary hand holding and funding supports. Then one more support which is given by the government under the Startup India initiative is for the future entrepreneur is the innovation focused programs for student. These programs are Innovation Core Program, the Nidhi Program, the Uchtar Avishkar Yojana. Through these programs, the government aims to develop or foster innovative thinking in students, and the government is giving funding supports to the innovations, to the innovation proposal which are shortlisted under these programs or schemes. The Uchtar Avishkar Yojana is especially meant for the IIT students only, and the Innovation Core Program school students के लिए है, जहाँ school students अपने proposal submit कर सकते हैं, and the shortlisted entry will be provided an opportunity to showcase their proposal in the annual Festival of Innovation, which is held in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Then, apart from the Startup India initiative, the government also provide resource support in the form of online learning courses and partnered services. Online learning courses aims at developing latest skills among the entrepreneurs और इन courses के लिए इन courses में apply करके not only you are able to learn the latest skill but also you can earn a certificate or a degree. You can go to the Startup India portal and under the section of resources you can find the learning courses and you can get enrolled in any of the courses and after completing the module you will not only learn the latest skills but you also earn a certificate or a degree for the same and these courses are free of cost and the courses are available in different categories like artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing, marketing and so on, and these courses are led by renowned organization like Amazon, Neptal, Microsoft, etc. Then the government also provide partner services as we know that कोई किसी भी organization को work करने के लिए proper work करने के लिए business support services की need होती है. So Startup India has partnered with various corporates and organization to provide free services to the startup to provide free business support services to the startup and these services are provided across different categories like technical services, management services, cloud services, legal support services, financial services. You can go through the resource section on the Startup India portal where you find the partnered services. By clicking on these tabs, you will get a list of the organization or the corporates who have collaborated with the government of India and पर्टिकुलर जिस भी एरिया में आपको सपोर्ट चाहिए आप उन सपोर्ट प्रोवाइडर्स की लिस्ट को फाइंड कर सकते हो एंड देन यू कैन कनेक्ट विद देम एंड डिस्कस दैट आप व्हाट सर्विसेज यू रिक्वायर एंड accordingly they will advise and help you. Now coming to the government schemes, at present there are around 124 schemes run by the various ministries or department under government of India to help and promote startups and you may apply for any of these schemes and grants which are relevant to your sector or your startup or idea. Different ministry के different स्कीम्स हैं अपने पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर में स्टार्टअप्स को प्रमोट करने के लिए लाइक अगर आपका स्टार्टअप टेक्नोलॉजी फील्ड से है और साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी की फील्ड से है then you can go to the Ministry of Science and Technology section and you can see that there are 11 different schemes which are available for you for promotion of research. They are providing funding support, they are providing mentoring support. You can go through these schemes and whatever schemes you find is suitable for you or whatever help you need, you can apply for these schemes. Like in the same way, the Ministry of MSMEs, if your startup is also recognized as an MSME, you can go to the Ministry of MSME schemes and you can apply for the funding support or the marketing assistance or the mentoring support, whatever is offered by the Ministry of MSME. Now, looking at some of the schemes, like the Ministry of Agriculture is running the Venture Capital Assistance Scheme, which provide interest-free loan to the agripreneurs. The Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology provide financial supports to MSME and the technology startups for international patent filing. Similarly, the Ministry of Finance run the Stand Up India loan, where loans are provided to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or women entrepreneurs. So similarly, by different ministries, there are different schemes, and at total, 124 schemes are being offered by the ministries, and for which you can apply according to your need. Now, the government recently has launched the Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. This scheme was launched by the Prime Minister of India in the Startup India International Summit, which is held on 16 January 2021 on the completion of the 5 years of Startup India initiative. We know कि फंडिंग जो है स्टार्टअप्स के लिए easily available नहीं हो पाती है, especially जब वो proof of concept के stage में होते हैं, या banks लोन तभी देता है जब स्टार्टअप्स कोई कोलैटरल सिक्योरिटी उनको ऑफर कर सके. So ये finance लेना, to take funding support, especially when the startups are in the proof of concept stage, is very challenging, and the government identified this challenge and come up with the Startup India Seed Fund scheme, where the government has set up a 945 crore rupees fund, and which are dispersed among the startups through the eligible incubators. The incubators can be government and non-government assisted incubators, which are operational for at least 2 to 3 years, and this fund is provide for proof of concept, for prototype development, product trial, market entries, and commercialization. Your startup needs to fulfill two conditions if you want to avail this fund: that your startup should be incorporated less than 2 years, and the product and services which you are offering should be in the field of technology, and you should not have received any kind of funding support from other government schemes, and it should not exceed rupees 10 lakhs. So if you fulfill these conditions and you are in the proof of concept stage and you need fund for prototype development, for the product trial, for market entry and commercialization, you can apply for the Startup India Seed Fund scheme. Now, the Ministry of Electronic Information and Technology has also launched Samrid scheme, which stands for startup, which is for the startup accelerators. Under this scheme, the Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology is providing funding support to startups who are in this sector, and also helping them to bring out the skills. The newly launched Samrid schemes aims to focus on the acceleration of around 300 startups by extending them with customer connect, investor connect, and other opportunities for international expansion. Now, the state startup ranking. The state startup ranking framework is an evaluation tool which aims at identifying the good practices and push each state and the union territory toward large scale progress. 5 years ago, when the Startup India initiative was launched, the government has mentioned that less than 4 states were having separate policies and schemes for especially designed for the startups. But after the startup launch of the Startup India initiative, more than 30 states, including states and UTs, more than 30 are having now their own startup policies and programs. So, under the state startup ranking, what the government offers you is that अगर आपने अपने state से कोई startup support लिया है, and you are the beneficiary of that support, and you find that there are certain loopholes in then you may give your valuable feedback regarding the same, so that the state can improve it, because there are 7 reform areas under this ranking. That is the institutional support, fostering innovation and entrepreneurship, access to market, incubation support, funding support, mentorship support, and capacity building of enablers by expert from startup ecosystem. So these 7 areas give a holistic picture of the state UT support to their respective startup ecosystem. And if you are a beneficiary of any of the particular area, you have taken support in any of the particular area. So under this, you can give your feedback, and when the state score low on that particular area, it will try to improvise that area, which will be ultimately will be beneficial for the startups. Now, the government has also launched the National Startups Award, and the National Startup Award was launched to further strengthen the startup ecosystem in the country. The National Startup Award seeks to recognize and reward the outstanding startups in the ecosystem, and as well as the incubators and the accelerators. And every year, applications are invited, and the winners get funding, and all the finalists get hand-holding support. Uh, The National Startup Award 2020 had 192 finalists and 36 winners. And यहाँ पे 12 सेक्टर्स और 35 सब सेक्टर्स से एप्लीकेशंस इनवाइट किए गए थे, जिनमें से जो विनर्स थे उनको 5 लाख रुपीस का कैश प्राइज दिया गया था हर एक सेक्टर से। एंड जो रनर अप थे और जो फाइनलिस्ट थे उनको किसी इन 9 ट्रैक एरियाज में से एक एरियाज में हैंड होल्डिंग सपोर्ट भी प्रोवाइड किया गया था, लाइक इन्वेस्टर कनेक्ट, मेंटरशिप, स्टार्टअप इंडिया चैंपियन एंड गवर्नमेंट कनेक्ट, इंटरनेशनल मार्केट एक्सेस के लिए, रेगुलेटरी सपोर्ट के लिए और स्टार्टअप इंडिया शोकेस में। So, if you can submit your applications for the National Startup Award, and you can earn cash prize as well as the hand holding support from the government. The eligibility criteria for the startup is that your entity should be recognized by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, and you should deal in a product which is present in the market, and you should have all the applicable trade specific registration forms, like the GST registration. If you are an MSME, then MSME registration, and you should not be a defaulter in the last 3 years, and you also need to submit an audited financial statement or the balance sheet, that is the balance sheet and the profit and loss account of the last 3 financial years. And once you have submitted your applications, a committee will scrutinize the application, evaluate the applications, and then the winners will be announced. Then the government is also running a Startup India Showcase program. The Startup India Showcase is an online discovery platform, and where the profiles of the most promising startups is being displayed. And this Startup India Showcase platform gives you an opportunity to promote your business, to network with the best startups in the ecosystem, to discover the other best startups in your sector or other related sector. And as it is a star repository, because only the best of the startups are showcased here, it will earn our name and fame for you as well. So you may apply for the showcase by filing up an online form, which is available at the Startup India portal on the following link. Now coming to the COVID-19 resources. As we have known that COVID-19 pandemic has posed unprecedented challenges for the startup ecosystem of India, and the government has India therefore has joined hand with various stakeholders to offer support to these startups. These supports are offered in the form of funding, open challenges, regulatory reforms. The government has also conducted webinars and workshops for startups on different topics for specific sectors, and the supply to government via GEM and the investor engagement. Let us have a quick glance at these resources. Now, funding support to startups. Like if you are an innovative startup and you need a grant to find the spread of the pandemic, that is, you need COVID-19 assistance, and you are working in the field of fighting the spread of the pandemic. You are making products and services for the COVID-19 relief. Then government gives you grant opportunities, equity opportunities, as well as debt opportunities. The Action COVID-19 team is a 100 crore grant, which is set up to give a startup an initial seed grant to fight the spread of the pandemic. Then there is United States India Science and Technology Endowment Fund, which is also aims to support the research and development through the partnership between US and Indian researchers and entrepreneurs. Then the government also provide the government with other organizations also provide equity support, and through the OMIDR network, India Rapid Resource Funding, the Bexley Advisor COVID-19 Action Fund. The Bexley Advisor COVID-19 Action Fund act as a bridge, and it collects funds and entries and shares them with the participating venture capitalists and investors. Then you can also apply for loans under the SIDBI Safe Plus, SIDBI CSAS, and Department of Science and Technology Kavach program. Then Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. The Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is a chance for the Indian small businesses to take charge of the innovation earlier, for which we were dependent on the global suppliers. And there's no all the announcement under the Atmanirbhar package were geared toward the MSMEs, and there are no specific initiatives for the startups. But as per the changes are made in the definitions of the MSMEs, there has been a broad alignment of the definition of the startup, as the threshold limit for the startup is 100 crore, और MSMEs की भी अंदर द आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान जो रिवाइज्ड डेफिनेशन थी वो 100 करोड़ तक की वैल्यू कर दी गई टर्नओवर के बेसिस पे. तो if you are a startup and you need and you want to take some benefit under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, you can get your startup registered under the MSME, and then you can avail the benefits. Under this 3 lakh 3 lakh crore collateral free loan were fund were formed to help the MSMEs. 20,000 crore subordinate loans were also funds were also formed, and 50,000 crore equity funds were also created for equity infusion. It has been decided to extend the timeline of the emergency credit line guarantee scheme till the 31st March 2022 or 2022. And under the subordinate loan, they are not a direct loan, but they are the credit guarantee by the Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for micro and small enterprises, where you are giving partial credit supports, partial credit support. You can apply to the banks for the loan, and the banks will ultimately give the debt to the MSME, which is guaranteed by the CGT MSE, under the working under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. The Atmanirbhar under the Atmanirbhar Bharat, there also an Arise Atal New India Challenge program to support MSMEs and R&D and research and development, and grant and aid of up to 50 lakh for 9 to 12 months have been given to the startups to develop a minimum usable prototype. Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Arise Atal New Challenges, डिफरेंट मिनिस्ट्रीज के साथ कोलैबोरेशन करके डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स के लिए अलग अलग चैलेंजेस दिए गए थे, एंड एप्लीकेशंस इनवाइट किए गए थे उन चैलेंजेस के सॉल्यूशंस के लिए, और विनर्स को 50 लाख रुपीस तक का ग्रांट एड प्रोवाइड किया गया. The list of the ANIAC Arise 1.0 winners have been like this. Like the Indian Space Research Organization has given a challenge कि जियोस्पैटियल इंफॉर्मेशन के फील्ड में दे हैव आस्क्ड दैट मशीन लर्निंग या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का यूज करते हुए क्रॉप मॉनिटरिंग में, वेदर फोरकास्टिंग में और प्रोग्राम इवैल्यूएशन में उसका यूज कैसे किया जाए. ये चैलेंज दिया गया था स्टार्टअप्स को, एंड जिन स्टार्टअप्स ने अपने प्रपोजल्स फॉरवर्ड किए गए थे उनमें से बेस्ट को सेलेक्ट किया गया था. एंड लाइक दिस एवरी ईयर the government tries to give challenges and ask for the solutions of these challenges and provide funding support to the winner. So you can participate in these challenges as well and get funding support for your startup. The government has also launched an exclusive and a dedicated COVID-19 platform to list all the suppliers and the products and their product which are used to curb the corona outbreak. अगर आपका startup ऐसे products में या services में deal करता है जो COVID-19 के लिए वर्क जो COVID-19 को कर्ब करने के लिए है, तो you can get your you can get your startup registered as a seller on this portal, and from there you can sell your products to the government. So it is also a great initiative by the government of India in time of COVID to provide market accessibility to the startup. And coming to the way ahead, the government, as we have gone through these schemes, we have found that the government is not only promoting these schemes to help the present group of startups, but it is also working to motivate and foster innovation in the budding entrepreneurs through its Atal Innovation Mission, through establishing Atal Tinkering Lab in school, through the ATL marathon, जहाँ पे schools से innovative solutions मांगे गए हैं. So these initiatives have been introduced for the development of Indian startup ecosystem, and as if things go as we plan, maybe India will host as many successful startups as the USA does or any other leading nation do by the end of 2013. Thank you, everyone. That's all from my side. Now I'm over to you, Dr. Momita.
Thank you, Varsha, for that excellent presentation. And I'm sure जो हमारे students आपके टॉक को सुन रहे होंगे वो काफ़ी मोटिवेटेड होंगे और आपके टॉक में बहुत इन्फॉर्मेशन है जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स और हमारे फैकल्टी मेंबर्स भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं. आपने बहुत ही लेटेस्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन दिया है. सो आई कंग्रेचुलेट यू ऑन योर प्रेजेंटेशन.
Thank you, ma'am.
वर्षा, आई एम श्योर जो हमारे सुनने वाले हैं उनके लिए मन में काफ़ी सवाल होंगे इस वक्त या कोई कमेंट करना चाहेंगे, तो हम इनवाइट करेंगे हमारे सुनने वाले हैं जो आज के यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट हैं उनको. मेरा एक छोटा सा सवाल है स्टूडेंट जो स्टार्टअप शुरू करना चाहते हैं उनके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कि
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
जो इंक्यूबेटर्स हैं जहाँ पे डिफरेंट तरह के सपोर्ट दिए जाते हैं टेक्नोलॉजिकल या इस तरह की चीज़ें, तो क्या कोई स्टूडेंट डायरेक्टली जा सकता है, अप्रोच कर सकता है किसी इंक्यूबेटर को कि हमारे को हेल्प चाहिए, और अगर हाँ तो किस तरह से जाए, वो क्या क्या
Ma'am,
प्रिपरेशन करके जाए?
मैम लाइक इंक्यूबेशन जो फैसिलिटीज है वो एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट से कोलैबोरेट करके की जा रही हैं. जो डिफरेंट आईआईटी इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, जो आईएम्स है, इवन जो यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, स्टेट्स यूनिवर्सिटीज है, वहाँ पे स्पेशली जो टेक्नोलॉजी फील्ड में है या मैनेजमेंट फील्ड में है, उन्होंने इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स बनाए हैं. अगर कोई स्टूडेंट अपना वहाँ पे हेल्प चाहता है तो ही हैज टू डेवलप अ प्रपोजल जहाँ पे उसे अपने आइडिया के बारे में बताना होगा. ही हैज टू टेल कि व्हाट विल बी द बिजनेस मॉडल. उसे पूरी एक ब्रीफ डिटेल देनी होगी और द इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स में जब प्रपोजल दिया जाएगा तो देयर विल बी डेफिनेटली अ कमिटी जो उस प्रपोजल को स्कैन करेगी एंड अकॉर्डिंगली मतलब दे विल सी कि उस पे कैसे आगे फर्दर वर्क कर सकते हैं.
Okay, thank you, Varsha. Now I request Dr. Sharma to give his comments and views, please. Dr. Sharma.
Varsha, very excellent presentation. Good. गागर में सागर. गागर में सागर है, बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन है. मैं तो ये सोच रहा था कि अगर ये इन्फॉर्मेशन कम से कम 3 या 4 सेशंस में होती तो बहुत और अच्छा रहता.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
क्योंकि
It
कई
will
बार
be a
क्या होता है ना,
deep-
ओवरडोज होती है तो उसको डाइजेस्ट करना भी लगता है, पर चूंकि रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो रहेगा हमारा स्टूडेंट्स के पास में तो दे कैन व्यू इट अगेन एंड अगेन. तो इन्फॉर्मेशन एक जगह हो गई, ये भी एक अच्छी बात है. बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन जो आपने दी है पर्टिकुलरली उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जो कि अपना स्टार्टअप करना चाह रहे हैं, बहुत यूजफुल रहेगी. मैं यहाँ ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ, स्टूडेंट्स के बिहाफ पे पूछ रहा हूँ, अगर किसी स्टूडेंट के दिमाग में कोई आइडिया आ रहा है सिंपली क्योंकि हम देखते हैं कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट जब हम भी कोई एक्टिविटीज़ करते हैं, आइडिया कंपटीशन करेंगे, बिजनेस प्लान कंपटीशन करेंगे या और कोई इनोवेशन से रिलेटेड करते हैं, तो एकदम से पहले वो कहते हैं कि हमें पैसा नहीं मिलेगा. पैसा कहाँ से मिलेगा, कैसे मिलेगा?
Yes.
तो आइडिया का मतलब जब हम ये बात करते हैं तभी उनके दिमाग में दे कम विद सम गुड आइडिया कि कोई प्रॉब्लम है उसका. तो उनको थोड़ा ये बताओ कि उनको जब कुछ सोच रहे हैं और पैसा मिलने तक का उनको क्या करना होगा. एकदम से ये ना हो कि बस दिमाग में आया और मुझे पैसा मिल जाए. ये थोड़ा बहुत ब्रीफ में 1-2 मिनट में ये बताओ ताकि वो
Yes.
रहेगा कि क्लियर हो जाएगा.
तो लाइक हाँ, जब भी हमारे दिमाग में ऐसा कोई आइडिया आता है और हम सोचते हैं कि हम उस आइडिया को एक वेंचर में कन्वर्ट करना चाहते हैं, तो सबसे पहले फंडिंग बहुत जरूरी है एंड इट विल बी रिक्वायर्ड टू डेवलप द प्रोटोटाइप्स और कमर्शलाइजेशन के लिए, मार्केटिंग के लिए. बट इट इज वे मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट कि पहले हम उस पर्टिकुलर आइडिया को इवेलुएट करें और फर्दर अच्छे से प्रोसेस करके डेवलप करें, जिसके लिए हमें सबसे पहले शायद मेंटरशिप सपोर्ट चाहिए होगी, कुछ एक्सपर्ट व्यूज चाहिए होंगे तो इट्स बेटर जब आपके मन में अगर कोई आइडिया आ रहा है तो लाइक ऑन दी स्टार्टअप इंडिया पोर्टल मेंटर और एक्सपर्ट्स की एक लिस्ट अवेलेबल है, इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स की लिस्ट अवेलेबल है, एक्सेलरेटर्स की लिस्ट अवेलेबल है. So you can contact with them, you can discuss your idea with them, and they can help you in a better way because they are experienced. उन्होंने उन आइडियाज पे पहले से मतलब बहुत सारे आइडियाज पे काम किया है, बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ काम किया है. तो दे आर नोइंग इन अ बेटर वे कि आपका आइडिया किस तरीके से आगे बढ़ सकता है. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ लुकिंग इंस्टेंटली लुकिंग फॉर अ फंडिंग सपोर्ट, इट इज बेटर टू गो टू द मेंटर्स और द एक्सपर्ट टू गेट योर आइडिया इवैल्यूएटेड.
ये ठीक है कि आइडिया आया, उसको मेंटरशिप इवैल्यूएशन की जरूरत है, लेकिन अपनी जितनी भी स्कीम्स बताई हैं उनमें से कौन सी स्कीम ऐसी है जो कि प्रोटोटाइप डेवलपमेंट के लिए फंडिंग कर रही है? वो थोड़ा
recently the seed fund scheme, as we have discussed, कि गवर्नमेंट ने 945 करोड़ रुपीस का सीड फंड बनाया है, बट डायरेक्टली उसे नहीं हम ले सकते. What we can do is we can enroll ourselves under an incubation center. तो वो हमें गाइड भी करेंगे एंड साथ साथ हमारी नीड के अकॉर्डिंग हमें फंडिंग सपोर्ट भी प्रोवाइड करेंगे.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Before we conclude, I think
हाँ.
RC Delhi, they want to ask.
I wanted to
say
invite
something.
RC Delhi 1 for comments and suggestions or observations, please.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. Thank you, Mamita ma'am. And am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. मैम सबसे पहले तो मैं वर्षा को थैंक्स एंड कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट करना चाहूँगा कि इन्होंने एक बहुत ही वेल रिसर्च्ड प्रेजेंटेशन इन्होंने दिया है. बिल्कुल लेटेस्ट अपडेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन इन्होंने हमारे साथ, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ शेयर की है. एंड आई कंग्रेचुलेट वर्षा एज वेल एज आई थैंक यू बेटा, थैंक यू सो मच. And as well as I congratulate NCIDE also for arranging this session. मेरा एक छोटा सा प्रश्न है, छोटा सा सवाल है. एज ए स्टूडेंट, जब एक नया स्टूडेंट कोई एक नया आइडिया लेकर आता है, तो क्या हमारे पास कोई स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड है, चाहे मिनिस्ट्री की वेबसाइट पे हो या फिर और कहीं अवेलेबल हो, कि एक नया स्टूडेंट जो स्टार्टअप आइडिया लेकर हमारे पास आता है, तो क्या अगर किसी फॉर्म में कोई किसी टाइप की स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड हो जो उस स्टूडेंट को एट ईच स्टेप गाइड कर सके कि अभी प्रेजेंटली उनको ये करना है, इस स्टेप को पूरा करने के बाद से नेक्स्ट स्टेप उनके लिए ये होगा. तो अगर इस तरीके की कोई स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड अवेलेबल है तो आई थिंक कि हमें वो स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड सभी के साथ पब्लिसाइज करके शेयर करनी चाहिए, ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग, क्योंकि एक स्टार्टिंग में एक लोगों के माइंड में एक कंफ्यूजन रहता है, थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस लो रहता है कि भाई हाउ शुड आई प्रोसीड, और मुझे आगे कैसे बढ़ना है, मैं इसको पूरा कैसे कर पाऊंगा, डेस्टिनेशन तक कैसे पहुंच पाऊंगा. तो अगर कोई स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड ऑलरेडी तैयार है और कहीं मिनिस्ट्री की वेबसाइट पे अगर अवेलेबल हो तो वो हम शेयर कर सकते हैं. एंड इफ इट इज नॉट रेडीली अवेलेबल एट प्रेजेंट, तो कैन वी डेवलप a step by step guide in this regard, in this matter? So this is my question, please. Thank you so much, and once again my best wishes. It was a very well researched presentation, very nicely presented by Ms. Varsha. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. So as the guidelines are concerned, so I have not came across मतलब any particular document which has these मतलब step by step guideline की क्या क्या steps होने चाहिए. But yes, मतलब there are initiatives, there are schemes जो students को ये बता सके कि अगर उन्हें particular domain में कुछ assistance चाहिए, particular area पे कुछ assistance चाहिए, तो वो ले सकते हैं. But ऐसी कोई step by step guidelines I have not came across मतलब through the ministries portals or through the government portal. So maybe we can develop one.
Yes, thank you. I feel मुझे इसकी जरूरत थी. एक स्टूडेंट के दृष्टिकोण से अगर हम सोचते हैं तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर ऐसी एक सिंपल स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड हमारे न्यू कमर्स, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के पास रहेगी तो दे विल फील सम ईज टू स्टार्ट विद. Thank you so much, and thank you, Dr. Sharma, once again.
Dr. Sharma, I would like to tell you here, हम लोगों ने जो आइडिया टू स्टार्टअप स्कीम जो इनिशिएट की है इग्नू में, उसमें एक बहुत डिटेल्ड गाइड बुक तो नहीं बनाई है, लेकिन हाँ स्टेप वाइज क्या क्या होने चाहिए, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली वी आर टेकिंग दीज ऑल इनिशिएटिव्स कि पहला आइडिया इनवाइट करना है, उसके लिए फिर उसको किस तरीके से फर्दर डेवलप करना है और आगे का क्या स्टेप्स हो सकते हैं, दैट वी आर डूइंग. बट यस, योर सजेशन इज वेरी गुड कि उसको एक प्रॉपर तरीके से अगर हम स्टूडेंट्स के लिए अवेलेबल कराएंगे, दैट वी विल ट्राई टू वर्क अपॉन दैट. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. We have RC Bhopal who wants to say something. Dr. Pandey.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर मोमिता. सबसे पहले तो मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि ये प्रेजेंटेशन बहुत अच्छा था, बहुत यूजफुल था, और उसके लिए मैं जरूर कॉम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहूँगा जो हमारे रिसोर्स पर्सन है वर्षा जायसवाल को. मेरे दिमाग में एक बात ये आ रही थी कि इतनी सारी जो स्कीम्स हैं गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की, और मुझे लगता है कि अगर हम अपने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए अपने वेबसाइट पे, एनसीईआरटी की वेबसाइट पे कहीं पर कोई एक बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा नहीं, एक वेब पेज ऐसा बना दें जिसमें कि ये सभी स्कीम के लिंक्स दिए हों कि इस पर्टिकुलर पर्पस के लिए आप इस लिंक पे जाएं और यहाँ से इसको अवेल करें. तो एक वो स्टूडेंट के लिए मुझे लगता है कि वो बड़ी सिंगल विंडो पे बहुत अच्छा सा एक इंटरफेस हो जाएगा स्टूडेंट्स के साथ में, क्योंकि इतनी सारी स्कीम्स हैं. अगर ये तो अभी आपने बताया हमें तो हमको पता लग गया, लेकिन एक स्टूडेंट कहाँ जाए किस चीज के लिए, उसको तो शायद पता भी नहीं होगा. सो ही परहैप्स डजंट नो कि वेदर सच ए स्कीम रियली एग्जिस्ट और नॉट. तो मुझे लगता है ये चीज बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरी है. मुझे लगता है एनसीईआरटी के प्लेटफॉर्म पर तो जरूर इसको किया जाना चाहिए. एक मेरा छोटा सा प्रश्न ये है कि क्या ये ज्यादातर स्कीम्स जो केवल इनरोल्ड स्टूडेंट्स के लिए हैं, या इसमें से कोई ऐसा स्टूडेंट अगर जिसने अपनी पढ़ाई पूरी कर ली हो, फॉर इंस्टेंस किसी ने अभी बीटेक किया है और अभी उसके बाद कुछ नहीं कर रहा है और अपना स्टार्टअप शुरू करना चाह रहा है, तो भी इन स्कीम्स का, सभी स्कीम्स का फायदा ले सकता है? बिकॉज वो पहले स्टूडेंट रहा होगा और अभी किसी यूनिवर्सिटी या कॉलेज से अटैच नहीं है, तो भी ले सकता है. और दीज स्कीम्स आर मेंट ओनली फॉर इनरोल्ड स्टूडेंट्स. वो चीज थोड़ा क्लियर कर दीजिए.
Okay, so like I have sent that Uchchatar Avishkar Yojana, that scheme was especially meant for the IIT students only. And as far as the other schemes are concerned, it is like for the startups who are already in existence. You have to register, get recognition for the startup first, and then you can avail these schemes and offers which are being given by the government of India.
Means only that particular scheme is meant for them. Means जो IIT के स्टूडेंट वाला, और बाकी सारे स्टूडेंट्स इनरोल्ड स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. मींस अगर हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में कोई स्टूडेंट इनरोल्ड है और फिर वो केवल वो ही कर सकता है, मींस उसने पढ़ाई पूरी कर ली और भी जैसे, तो फिर देन इज नॉट एंटाइटल्ड फॉर दिस स्कीम, ऐसा कुछ है?
The particular मतलब student is not from any educational institution at present. So what he can do, वो किसी इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर में अपने प्रपोजल्स को सेंड कर सकता है और वहां से अटैच हो सकता है. और इन केस अगर उसके एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट में अगर वो करेंटली परस्यू कर रहा है कोई कोर्स वहां पे, एंड वहां पे इनोवेशन को प्रमोट करने के लिए या स्टार्टअप्स को प्रमोट करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से कोलैबोरेशन करके वो एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट कोई सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, तो वो वहां से ले सकता है.
ओके, थैंक यू. और ये इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स के बारे में एक एनजीओ हमारे रीजन में उसने हमको अप्रोच किया था कि इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर कैसे बना सकता है. क्या वो कोई एनजीओ भी को अपना इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर बना सकता है, सपोज दे वांट टू डू समथिंग ऑफ दिस काइंड? तो इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स बनाने के लिए केवल यूनिवर्सिटीज ही या कॉलेजेस ही इंटाइटल्ड है और कोई नहीं बना सकता, ऐसा है ना? मीन्स इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर, सपोज समबडी वांट्स टू सेट अप ए इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर, जैसा कि सब विदेशों में होता भी है कि मीन्स अगर अपना इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर बना दें और लोगों को हम इंक्यूबेशन सपोर्ट दें उनके बिजनेसेस के लिए, तो हिंदुस्तान में क्या इस टाइप की चीज ये परमिसिबल है क्या? बिकॉज एक पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने हमको पूछा था तो हम उसको बता नहीं पाए.
देयर इज अ स्कोप कि प्राइवेट जो इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं वो भी इंक्यूबेशन के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं.
नहीं, एक जो अटल इनोवेशन मिशन है उसमें कुछ ऐसा प्रोविजन है जो कम्युनिटी बेस्ड इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स की कॉन्सेप्ट है. आई थिंक that we'll have to confirm with
हाँ,
that.
मतलब
Sometimes I have read it.
हाँ मतलब
लेकिन उसमें कोई जरूरी नहीं है को एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूट या यूनिवर्सिटी ही
हाँ
हो।
ये सर वहाँ पे
सोसाइटी में तो उस केस में एनजीओ या कम्युनिटी बेस्ड कोई इस तरीके का हो सकता है। एंड आई थिंक दे हैव सेट अप फ्यू इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स, विल check it up.
Okay.
I think there is some provision for that.
So do we have any more questions or comments or queries?
Varsha, I would like to suggest you two things. One is this PPT
yes sir
which you have presented today. If you can slightly modify it and can have only those schemes which will be useful for our students,
okay
and share it with us so that we can put it on that IGNOU virtual incubator and the IGNOU Udyami portal. So these all schemes will be, in nutshell, will be available to them. They will have an idea what kind of schemes are there. And that will go with your name that you have prepared. Okay,
sure
that is
sir.
one thing. Second thing is, as you know, NCID is bringing out a newsletter. Have you ever seen that Innovate? That's a
No.
monthly newsletter.
yes sir
We start writing 1 or 2 pages every month for that, mainly on focusing on this, because in one way, in one go, these all schemes cannot be covered.
yes sir
Small, if you cover one scheme in a one newsletter, another scheme, the government support, yeah, other support for the startup students. So that is my offer and request also to you to write a series of this kind of research-based information too, which is useful for the IGNOU students. Okay, excellent
sure.
presentation. Once again, congratulate to you.
thank you so much sir
Peter. Thank you.
We have RC Delhi who wants to say something, Dr. Ashok ji.
या थैंक्स मैम। डॉक्टर शर्मा, ये जस्ट मैं अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन अपडेट करने के लिए जस्ट जानना चाह रहा हूँ। जैसे इस पूरी प्रक्रिया में इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स का जो रोल है वो समझ में आ रहा है कि दे आर प्लेइंग ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल। तो जैसे हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी है जिसका नेशनल लेवल पे प्रेजेंस है और 35 लाख के आसपास स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो हमारे साथ इस समय पर भी एक्टिवली जुड़े हुए हैं, तो क्या हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर लेने के लिए एलिजिबल है? और अगर हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी एलिजिबल है तो क्या इस डायरेक्शन में हम कोई काम ऐसा कर रहे हैं जिससे हम हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को इनोवेशन में, स्टार्टअप्स में हम एक्टिवली और बहुत इजीली हम उनके एक्सेस में रहेंगे, उनके अप्रोच में रहेंगे और उनको हम हेल्प कर पाएंगे? So this is just to update my own knowledge, please.
Dr. Sharma, as far as eligibility is concerned, yes, we are eligible. We can apply, we can get funding also. But in the past, we tried also to work in this direction, but there was a kind of issue like we are national university spread all over the country, and if incubation center is, that will be housed at one place mainly, maybe at the Maidangadi headquarters. How we will be covering the entire country in that way? So that is the question, but still we are trying for that. As an alternative to that, we thought of having virtual incubator that we have started, and we want to strengthen this virtual incubator concept also. Dr. Pandeyji, I would like to tell you that yesterday I talked to Dr. Rothela also, Sanjay Rothela. And yes, when you shared his number, immediately I talked to him, and it was very positive discussion. And I know because he is your very close friend, and he is in fact working in this NSIC, where Satwinder Singh was the managing director. Satwinder Singh, who is our IIC member, I think he is in his place. So, but his office is in Noida. So I have told him that we will meet and discuss about this incubator, how we can have this incubator, and that incubator we would like to have again innovative way, because certainly for the physical incubator the space will be required and that will be suitable for the campus based institutions, but for IGNOU we will have to design a different kind of, that can be a blend of physical as well as virtual, so that physical is at one place and virtually we are catering to the need of the students from all over the country. So that kind of idea came to our mind, and I thought I'll discuss with him by meeting. Maybe my colleague may also go there along with me. We will discuss in detail with him.
Okay.
And this MSME ministry, they are supporting. DST is supporting. So support, I think, being a, national university and also doing lot in the field of innovation entrepreneurship and gaining this ARIA and NAC ranking, there should not be much problem in getting incubation.
Yeah.
So we will try for that, but it's still the question is how we will be catering to the pan India coverage. That's a very important issue for all of us. So this is a response to Dr. Ashok ji. We are trying for that, and yet it is possible.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I
Thank
may like
Thank you
to
very much.
add here that the National Center for Innovation in Distance Education is an incubator in itself, and we just have to add those elements where we can provide technological and financial assistance to our students, which Dr. Sharma has mentioned. So before we conclude, we have Dr. Anupriya Pandey with us. She is the guru of Varsha Jaiswal. I would like to invite Dr. Anupriya Pandey to say a few words, please.
Thank you, Dr. Momita, and thank you, Dr. Sharma. In fact, I felt good. I was just trying to look for the entire session on the FB, and she has, yes, I'm happy that she has covered it very nicely. All the best to Varsha and all the best to all other students. I'm really falling short of words right now. I'm so
Thank
happy.
you, ma'am.
Thank you
God
very
bless you.
much, Dr. Anupriya. So, if there are
In fact, this is a way to encourage our students also, because
Yes, sir. In fact, she has worked a lot.
that's
She has
why
worked a lot.
when Dr. Momita told me that Varsa is a research scholar, I immediately said yes, go ahead. We need to encourage them, provide them platform also to share their expertise and whatever research work, because
Yes.
these research scholar, in fact, that research component was visible in her presentation also. She has done a lot of research while presenting. That's why I said this Gagar mein Sagar jo bhara hai, that only researcher can do.
I mean,
So-
very proudly, I can say when it comes to MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises, perhaps she would know better than me because she has researched a lot.
Yeah, exactly. We have also learned many things from her, because she has done that kind of all survey and research and then compiled the things into one place. So it's a very good presentation.
Thank you,
And,
NCID, for giving her this platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anupriya. Yes, Dr.
डॉक्टर शर्मा, मैं आपके सेंटेंस में जब मैं सिर्फ सिंपली 3-4 वर्ड्स ऐड करना चाहूंगा। जो ये प्लेटफॉर्म है हमारा, ये सिर्फ स्टूडेंट को मोटिवेट करने के लिए नहीं है, बट मुझे मेरा अपना पर्सनल मानना है, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है कि हमारा ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म है, in addition to motivating the students and other faculty members, it has served very well in identifying the gems also. इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर हमने जितने भी सेशंस देखे हैं, हमने ऐसे रिसोर्स पर्संस को सुना है जो वास्तव में जेम थे, हमारे बीच में अवेलेबल थे, बट हमें उनके बारे में इतना ज्यादा पता नहीं था। So it has served very well. Thanks, Doctor. Thank you, Mamita ma'am. Thank you so much.
You are right. Exactly. That is that's happening.
Thank you.
Very good and experienced resource persons are coming and they are sharing their ideas.
So now let us conclude today's session. It has been a very, very vibrant and beautiful session, I might add. So I would like to thank Ms. Varsha for that immensely thought-provoking session, and indeed our students who are aspiring to set up their own startups would be motivated and informed. They will be benefited from your talk. So thank you very much for sparing your valuable time to be here with us, Ms. Varsha.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this opportunity.
I thank all the directors and heads of regional centers, faculty members and academics of IGNOU for attending today's session. I thank Mr. Rajesh Sharma, head of the Public Information Unit, for providing NCID with the Facebook Live platform and ensuring the smooth conduct of the session with utmost dedication. Thank you, Mr. Rajesh ji. I thank Dr. O.P. Sharma, Director NCID, and my colleagues, Dr. Jyotsna Dikshit and Dr. Sujata Santosh, for their untiring support. I thank Mr. Pawan Kumar for extending his assistance in the smooth conduct of this program. So this brings us to the end of today's session. Hope to see you next week. Till then, namaste.